Hey yo, I'm Flint.
And I'm Lena.
Welcome back to Queer Dice Rolls, the podcast where two queer, neurodivergent, and chronically ill bards try working out their pasts, identities, and problems, one conversation at a time.
Join us as we once again fail our deception checks and share just a little too much.
Elena.
Hi, Flint.
So much has happened. We should acknowledge the world.
Bad things are happening in the world. It affects us. Our neurodivergence makes our sense of justice large.
Well, it's just real bad stuff. I think it's weighing on everybody.
Yeah, everybody I know and have talked to agrees.
Well, how are you coping?
Games is a big one. I've been playing a new game called Grimshire, which is like the dark arc of Stardew Valley, is what I've been telling people. I absolutely love it.
And Stardew is canonically your favorite game.
Canonically. The only favorite game. So far, the one drawback is that there is no Sebastian. And
ooh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, there's no like little emo boy. There is a really cute, like, you're all animals. There's a really cute I think he's a stoat. Or like some kind of
Like a kind of like weasel or ferret.
yeah, he's like a
thing.
weasel. He's in the
Yeah,
weasel
I
film.
can picture a stoat. It's like somewhere between a squirrel and a weasel.
Yeah, he's like a stoat or a weasel, and his name's Oliver, and he's like got orange fur, and he's very sweet. And I'm like trying to become friends with him because apparently you can romance, but like there are no social cutscenes so far. Only like really serious, like big story arc cutscenes, but they're in pre-release right now. But anyway, really, really cool game. I am really enjoying it. What about you?
Well, we talked about how I 100%ed Dragon Age Veilguard.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
And then that wasn't enough video. Normally, that's enough video games. I do like
I know.
I replay a game or I play a new game and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. But no, I tried Greedfall. I tried, God, what was the other one?
Oh, Expedition 33.
Expedition 33 I made pretty far in. I got to Act 2. If y'all have played, you know why I stopped. It was too bleak. I was like, this is not the game I need right now because it just kept getting bleaker. I tried another one, I can't remember, and they were just like all like epic fails except Expedition 33 is just beautiful.
Yeah, you tried another game that you just like didn't like. I can't remember the name of it.
And then I went back to Fable 3.
Which I've never seen and is fantastic.
I don't even know how many times I've played Fable 3. That game is like 15 years old. And I played the first Fable so many times. I only played the second Fable 3 times because the ending pissed me off.
Yep. I've heard
But
this
Fable
from
3
many.
is perfect. I love it, and I've been like saving quests for you to see, which
I know.
has been fun.
And you're correct about all the ones that I enjoy.
Yeah, the Lost Play was, I think, your favorite so far.
The Lost Play was great. I love the gnomes. I love the three guys who make you a miniature in their D&D campaign. The chicken races are pretty great.
Yeah, but that one's just like, it's just great.
Yeah, so like you've been playing that, and I'll watch you and then intermittently play Grimshire because it doesn't take that much brain power, and like watch you while I'm like farming.
Yeah, because I've been having to do. Normally, I'd be rereading a comforting book and rewatching shows and like playing a game, but we're so busy trying to look for these new schools, and so. And also, like, I'm reading lots of parenting book stuff right now because we're in a new stage of development.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just thought we should acknowledge that, like, things have been really hard. And as some really cool, like, creators that we follow that talk about, like, neurodivergence, but also just, like, general psychology We're saying, of course you can't get anything done. Of course you want to do things that are familiar. There's a hierarchy of needs in your brain and your nervous system, and everything that's been happening is making you feel unsafe. And so you need things that are comforting and help you feel safe. So please be gentle with yourselves. We're doing our best to be as gentle as we can with ourselves.
We're trying. Like, the past few days, I did mostly games, even though there were many other things that
You worked a lot too. I mean, we both have. We've both worked more than we're admitting, but we're also playing games, which is good.
Yeah, I just, it's that feeling of I feel like I should be working more, but I know that everything's on fire and it's okay for me to play games.
I mean, I'm back on I've been writing poetry again, which I haven't really done since the pandemic. I have written poems. I just haven't written 4 poems in 2 days. I tend to write poetry when I cannot process things any other way, so...
Yeah, and I watch Gilmore Girls again. That's what I do.
Yeah, so...
And cook.
Hang in there. There's people that care about you. There are good people in the world. There is hope. Do what you can and be gentle with yourself. But... on to our distraction, less serious things. We don't have any corrections this week because we're fabulous.
Because we're perfect in every way. Wait, that's me.
But we do have a special message from Mirth this week because we thought it was appropriate. So we'll be back to continue talking about our trek through Omu. But first,
a word from our characters.
The world is rough right now, my loves. Let's take a moment to show ourselves some kindness. My name is Mirth, and I am here for all your needs. Today, we're going to do something familiar. First, I want you to find something comforting nearby. It can be a blanket, a warm cup of coffee, a stuffed animal, or if you are out and about, a memory or sight, or even a person you keep in your thoughts. Hold tight to that comfort, and let it be all you need for just a few moments. I know things are hard right now for people like us, but you aren't alone. If nothing else, know there is a tiefling bard out there that cares that you exist and wants for you to be able to smile, even if only for a split second. Let yourself have some peace. If you ever feel like you need someone to talk to, I'd be happy to listen. Remember, my loves, I am so glad to have you in my audience. The world wouldn't be the same without you. And we're back.
We're back. So, last we left off, we had just gotten our first cube.
Oh, that's right.
I know, I forgot.
Puzzles.
So,
puzzle time.
How dare you? So, just to remind everybody, in Omu, there are 9 shrines. 9? Is this what we're doing today? It's pretty good.
It's been a really long day.
I am so aware.
I literally drove 7 hours today, so I'm real tired.
It was icky. So there are 9 beast lords of Omu, and they each have a shrine.
And we just did the wise one, which was like the flail snail.
Yes. Dude. And we need to get a cube out of each of them to unlock the Tomb of Annihilation, where
we have yet to go.
In real life, we have not gone there. So we got the first cube. It has, I believe this is how it is with all of them, but it has an image of that beast lord on all 6 sides. And then Mirth put it in their bag of holding.
Yes, I am holding it.
Because Mirth is most responsible with stuff like that.
Also, I don't have, Mirth doesn't care about stuff. So everybody else's bags have things in it.
I have a lot of puzzles.
Yeah, Mirth doesn't really have much in there.
River has like a bunch of puzzle boxes.
I have less than 10 items to my name.
Definitely now, after all the crafting, you do. So, what happened next is we continued to search on foot because we still had 7 hours before the flight feature of our capes like reloaded.
Yes.
Re-upped. And
yes, because we had to roll, and there's like a certain amount of time that has to pass.
That's right. I forgot about the rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we rolled like not good.
No, it was almost as bad as we could do.
Yeah, we were like, well, shit. So I know intermittently River was looking for signs of like his family.
Yes.
And we still hadn't found any of those.
I distinctly remember Mirth, like, because everybody kept going, let's go to the palace, let's look for this, let's look for that. And Mirth's like, we need to look for things for River.
Yeah, we need to find out where River's family lived.
Like, does this look like what they described, River?
Yeah, he's like, no. So, I just had a note that we had been looking and hadn't found anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
So next, I completely forgot about this. We ran into 2 Thayans.
Oh, I did not forget.
So we run into these 2 Thayans because Adon noticed some Zorbos, the little like koalas, hiding up in the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think maybe you, but somebody felt, it was either you or Kayleen probably, that in the weave that like a spell had just been cast.
Mm-hmm.
And we went up to talk to them.
I did the like really old trick of, I'm just a dummy, I can't do anything, you're obviously so much more powerful than me, oh my god, and like scooted until I was within sword range of them, because remember we'd done a whole bunch of other stuff, so I didn't have a lot of spells left.
Yes. And so you were like scooching up there. We find out that the woman is named Zagmira, who we had heard about from Dirax.
Yeah, Dirax was scared.
Because she is the apprentice to the Lich Valindra, who's the one who like cast that insane spell.
Yes, so like I distinctly remember this because Mirth was like, we can't fight them like I remember thinking when we saw them, I was like, we can't fight them like this. Let me try to talk to them. Let me try to talk to them. And Dirax was like, this is stupid. And I remember Adon being like, we shouldn't talk to them. What are you doing?
We should murder.
And I was just like, just let me try to talk to them. But the whole time I was thinking, they're going to have us unless we're close.
Yeah, and so you were up there, and then Zaid also approached because
Zaid and I both have high charisma, and we walked up there together, and we were just talking like, we're such idiots. Who are you? Hello, we're bumbling. We don't know what we're doing, and then we had swords at their throats.
Yes, and there were a bunch of the Zorbos because we were outside of Obolaka's shrine, who's the like bear beast lord.
Yes,
and
they were trying to get in.
Yeah, they were trying to get safe.
Yeah.
Because they were like, fuck this, we don't want to be around these people. But I wrote down that Zagmira said, when you were talking to her, I'm not sure what you think you'll get for interrogating us. Despite our companions' failings, we will leave. Because I think they were implying that one of their companions had just died in this shrine.
Yes. Because we saw a commotion, like that they had set off some bad trap.
Mm-hmm. And
we fought them.
Yes, we did. I think, like, you or Zaid tried to get Dirax to, like, come up, and he was like, no.
Oh, I did. And he was like, absolutely not.
And
but I was on this woman. Like,
yeah.
I was, like, up against the building with them. Because I did not have high-level spells anymore, because we had, like, done a whole bunch of different things. Like, I had done the dome, and, like...
And you've done like a bunch of see invisibility, and it's been like a long day. Like the day has.
Then my 9th level spell was gone because of the big wizard battle where me and Kayleen were super hurt. This is the same day.
This is the same day that we encountered her, like the lich. Yeah, her mentor.
And I did the 9th level counterspell and it didn't work because she has meta magic.
Yes. And so notable things that happened during this. Adon got hit with a really bad maze spell by the male wizard that was with her.
So scary.
Maze is a horrible spell, man.
So essentially, for those who are not like
thank you
D&D versed, you get banished to this endless, like this dimension that's essentially just a giant maze. And you could be there forever. If you're there for like in our plane, like if you're there for a minute, like you could be banished forever. So we basically had to start like wailing on this guy in particular to get him to break his concentration.
Yes. So River heard him say, because River at this point can understand any spoken language.
Yes.
So he heard this guy say in Abyssal to his partner, interesting tactics, but it might be time to stop playing, because like he took a bunch of hits and she tried to throw out a 9th level time stop and Zaid counterspelled her.
For the first time ever.
Ever.
Because I panicked. I was like, I can't counterspell that right now, like, because I didn't have the spells. And Zaid was like, I have counterspell. I was like, you bitch, where has this been for 18 levels?
Well, and paladins are half casters, right?
Yeah, so it was only a 5th level and then he had to roll, but he's
he rolled great because he rolled against a 9th level spell. Insane.
Okay, so Time Stop is nasty. If you've seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie, it's the spell that she uses that basically freezes everybody else in time and allows her to take a certain number of moves. Which, if you're like a high-level wizard, the stuff you can do with like 6 turns or however many you roll for is crazy.
You can just raise a city.
You can, I mean, like, depending on what you have, like, you can cast, like, the Meteor Strike and...
Tsunami.
You know, but also, like, Finger of Death and, like, a whole bunch of... Like, you can just set things up to, like, really mess with everybody, so that saved us.
Also, I want to say that Bardist had a Red Wizard of Thay cast a big time stop before the D&D movie came out. So I just want I'm sure they will appreciate that.
I didn't even think about that.
Other fun things. I know River was able to stun one of them.
Yes, you stunned the guy.
And like that's how we got him to break the spell, I think. But their key feels really corrupted.
Yeah, it's like dead.
Yeah.
Almost.
Which is a fun tidbit.
It felt a lot like, I think Bardis said it felt like the things that were in the undead dungeon when you punched it.
That makes sense. And apparently Zaid got the killing blow on both of them. And flames consume their bodies. I wonder if he cast a spell or something, or if it was a smite.
It was probably smite.
It's probably a smite.
It's Z. But I just remember being so stressed because, like, I was essentially providing flanking the whole time. Like,
yes.
That was my job, and then I was doing some of the, like, controlling flourishes and stuff that I can do. But I was dry on spells. I remember that.
Yeah. We were all, like,
and I was so worried about Adon.
Yeah, but we got her back and she was okay. So we were all okay after this fight.
But I think this is one of the big things that, like, Dirax was like, whoa. Okay, maybe I can be, like, maybe I'll be okay for a little while, is essentially what kind of shifted.
I just remember this now. I don't know if you know this or if Bardis will have to tell us, but doesn't something weird happen to Thayans when you, like, kill them? Don't they not die? Like, do they go somewhere? Like, get shunted back somewhere? I forget. That's tickling my brain somewhere.
All I remember is that Dirax wasn't afraid of dying. Dirax was afraid of somebody.
Okay. Bardas will tell us. Yep. So we defeated them for the time being, at least. And then we decided to keep going and continue on with this second shrine.
And didn't we see another one of them, their group, like, fly away with a cube?
That might or was be that later? Okay. I'm not sure. If I missed that in my notes, then you're probably right, and Bardas can correct us, but I might be later.
Because I know once we enter this shrine, right, we see that one of their peoples turned to stone.
Yes, that's this shrine. So I think that he's making a face because he knows something that's about to happen. Don't do that. Spoilers. So outside of this shrine, there are two big obsidian columns on either side of the entrance, and the whole building is like underneath like a banyan tree, and so it's engulfed in all the roots, and it has a big stone door, and it has images of snarling bears leaping out of trees, because Zorbos are scary, man. Like, just like koalas be scary and be vicious. I do love koalas, but like
I just remember this one like really feeling the most jungly.
Yes,
to me,
it felt like the garden, like Nengalore, almost. So there was a plaque above the entrance that I believe Orvex was kind of teaching River how to read.
Yes.
Because it's in the Omuan dialect of Chultan, which River can speak and read. So it said, Obolaka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light. So he's another good beast lord, I think.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit like the good neutrals first.
We did. And then it got messy. So we got
in gnarly later.
It does. We got in the doors with no problem. Like, the bears weren't attacking us. Like, I think they were really scared of the Thaans. And inside there is a big pool with the moon and the sun on the ceiling. And then on the other side of, like, a portal, ? You can, like, see the reverse. Like, a reflection. And in there, like you said, there's a petrified Thaan.
Yep.
That we were like, oh, it's somebody who was in their party. And there's like a statue kind of in the middle that contains a fable that we were able to like read and decipher.
Yeah, so this is like the first one. There are several after this, but that have like a story on the wall or somewhere in there that give you lots of clues.
Yes, so the fable goes as such. A wise Zorbo spoke to the Omuans. He cooked them a virtuous stew. A wily Almiraj snuck restlessness and recklessness into the pot. Ubteo spit out the stew. From then on, Obolaka and Ijin, the unicorn bunny, became enemies.
Yeah, so this is like the story of how like two magical creatures started to hate each other, essentially.
Yeah, two of these beast lords.
But an Almiraj is essentially like a rabbit that's got little unicorn horn.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
Yeah, but it's one of the beast lords that is not good, I believe.
Yes, they're tricksters. I think it's a trickster.
So we read that, and well, you know the thing that happened next.
No, you go ahead.
So we didn't realize that it was like a puzzle that needed to be solved.
Yeah, like this was our first like encounter with like a fable, essentially, like so we thought since we were in the like quote unquote light of the sun and the moon that we could just pick it up.
Yes, but that was not correct.
And I want to make it very clear that Mirth made sure with everybody else that this was the plan, and he was picking it up because he's the one putting it in his whole bag of holding. And as you might have guessed, as soon as Mirth touched it, he turned to stone.
Yep, which was Not good.
Especially since everybody's spells were gone.
Yep. So I think everybody was kind of like freaking out, and River decided to meditate instead of engaging in the freaking out. Uh-huh. And so he figured out the riddle, and the answer was like there were all these like braziers to light along the path, because at the beginning of the shrine it says stay in the light. Mm-hmm. So we lit all the like braziers, and then you could take the cube. And Adon's partner Alara is a druid, and she has greater restoration, which cures petrification.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Because nobody else had anything.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, we had one of those things where, like, she was with us, but we weren't using her in combat. Like, we maybe forgot that she was there for a combat.
We used her, like, a few combats ago, but not more recently. We all did one of the things where we were like, there's so many NPCs with us right now, we were forgetting everybody.
And for this combat with the Thayans, I don't think she was involved, so she didn't use that big spell. She stayed back. Yeah.
Because their daughter is also with them.
That's right. I think she and Sauron were like up in a tree.
Yes.
Something like that. So Mirth was okay.
Yes, I'm all right.
Thank God. And then...
But I was scared. I was really scared. I was like, wow, what a stupid way to die.
I know.
The whole time, because it was not... We're making it seem short. It was like an hour.
It was a really long time.
It was like an hour of like real life that I was just like... Because the other problem was I was holding the cube still. So even if they were like, yeah, screw Mirth, and they were going to leave him behind, I was still holding it.
Which we would never do.
I know.
Just for the viewers, or the listeners, so that they know we would never leave Mirth behind.
Oh, it was so sad though, because Mirth was just like, I did everything you guys asked, but I'm glad we figured it out.
Yeah, because then we learned, and for the future shrines, we were detrimentally careful.
Yes.
It took us so long to solve other ones.
Because we were like, all right, everybody's sure that we're sure that we're sure.
Are we sure?
And we used a lot more Mage Hand.
Yes. Who has Mage Hand? Is it Kayleen?
Yeah, I think so.
I was like, I don't have it. I didn't play a caster until much later.
Maybe it wasn't Mage Hand, maybe it was like George or something.
Oh, you're right. It was probably one of his babies. So this is the part I was like really excited to get to. So after that, we were all like out of our shit, and we were like, we're gonna rest now. Mm-hmm. So you cast the mansion, because you always save your slot.
Yep.
And we cast it to rest, and like a lot happened in the mansion this night.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I probably know, but I'm not like associating it with this day.
Yes, you do know. Like, as soon as I start saying this stuff, because it's about you, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Okay. But I agree with you. I didn't like associate it with this day, and I was like,
because it was so long. I think it was like 2 or 3 sessions.
It was, after having just read through my notes a few days ago. Like, this in-game day was at least 4 sessions.
It was so long because like I remember like Mirth. I was just like, Mirth was the one who insisted and was like, I have never. I mean, I started having to like roll on my like PTSD table because like I was out of magic except for that one, and I felt like crap.
Yeah, you did not feel good. So when we get inside of the mansion, it's all the regular stuff. There's the food. Everybody's favorite foods. Everybody has their caravan. It's snowing. Like, there's the training room.
I made there be more like space for Adon's family. Mm-hmm. So there's like more hammocks and like a little bed and stuff.
So because you can change it every time, right? Yes. So the first note I had when we went in there is that River and Mirth had a chat. This is like, I feel like the part of the campaign where they actually start like becoming friends.
Friends, yeah. I mean, Mirth desperately. I was talking to like one of our friends who listens, and they were like, Mirth is like in a really rough spot, like with some of these choices, and I'm like, that's the hard thing about doing it this way, is there's so many little things that are happening that aren't like major plot or even major character arcs that are influencing all of our decisions.
Yeah.
And then we can't get to all of it. So like it seems like kind of out of the blue or like melodramatic when the choice was influenced by a lot of little things and conversations and made sense in context.
Yeah. And we can blame me not being a good note taker too.
Oh, no. I don't think that's it. I think that it's like almost impossible to take notes on all of those little tiny side conversations, and like you don't know what's going to be important later.
That's true. I mean, you think about like with Critical Role, how they'll do like the recaps of their episodes, like how much they cut out, and then if you like listen to a recap of a Mighty Nein episode and you're just like, but you left out this conversation with Caleb or whatever, right?
And you're like, this was super, super important. What do you do?
Yeah. No, you're right. So I think River, this was one of the first times he was like, hey, Mirth, like, how are you doing? And they, I think at first didn't talk too much because you were having such a bad time. And
I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he suggested, like, hey, do you want to dance? Like, do you want to do some sword dance meditating stuff?
That's right. Because Mirth hadn't danced in weeks.
Yeah.
Mirth hadn't danced since he danced for the fallen queen.
Yeah, so we danced for 4 hours, which I didn't think it was this day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Bartis he had you roll.
Yes, because like we haven't talked about it in a while. But remember, like, Mirth doesn't remember his childhood, so he's been so lost because of finding out so many things were like a lie and not understanding what's happening to him and why he's like suddenly so magical and important. So he's been trying to remember, and the way that Bartis would do it is essentially like, if you meditate or if you try to think about it, I'll let you roll. And this was considered like a very significant effort with River's help.
Yeah, so for this one specifically, they had you roll performance, and you rolled a 39, which is normal. And River also used, I used my charm. I hadn't used my charm that day because in my earring charm that Mirth made, I can use it as an inspiration, but I can also use my stillness of mind monk feature on another person.
Yes.
So I essentially use that on him to try and help like calm him down and help him remember stuff. And we did that for 4 hours and ended up making progress on your memories, but also on one of your flourishes you were trying to remember, which I totally forgot about. You were like working on trying to remember one of your old sword flourishes.
The cutting words one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you made progress on that. I know that I had notes about River talking about how he was kind of unsure about what he was also feeling like unsure of what direction to be going right now. Like, because it was like a mutual conversation other than this.
I think Mirth engaged because he was also worried about River feeling like we were actually tending to what, like, because that's the whole reason he joined us, was to come here.
Yeah.
And so Mirth was like, do you feel like we're putting enough effort towards that? What do you think you're going to do once you find your stuff?
Yeah, and he was like, I want to like find my family heirloom, but I also feel like very uneasy about Sun Lee and how he's like affecting everyone in the group now, and wanting to figure out how he's connected to like either the hags or who they're working for, or like what something that's happening here.
Yeah, it was kind of one of the first conversations that like in the group that was having to do with like our backgrounds connecting to things happening and like concern for these little threads that we're seeing connecting larger problems that we've encountered.
Mm-hmm. And then we got new memory stuff.
Okay, you're gonna have to remind me.
I have it all, like, I wrote this down. This was like a thing that I was like, thank you, past self, for actually writing something down.
Because like I am pretty sure I remember everything that I remember. I just don't remember exactly when I remembered it.
I've got you. So, you rediscovered what you sacrificed. The memories of your mom.
Oh, cool.
I know, I like didn't remember this from the ritual with Ashara and Sirenita. And you notice new things.
Right.
So you remember that you have a mom, great, and all the like previous memories that you'd been working on. And then you noticed a brutish female Rakshasa who gives off a fey essence, not a fiendish essence, was like with your mom. It like came more into focus.
Right. So this is the one who like took core.
Yes.
But was a fey essence.
Fey essence, not fiendish, which is like really weird. Mm-hmm. And your mom, you like got a clearer picture of her. She looks like North Indian in heritage, not Rakshasa heritage.
Yes, she looks like a person.
Yes, she has regular facing hands and dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
And that was crazy. I remember for all of us, we were like, your mom, like, or at least like meta, like the players.
Because, like, I think we had all assumed that because the companion was like Rakshasa looking, that my mom was Rakshasa. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a huge reveal. And
she was also speaking Celestial. I remember that. This was also when we realized that my mom was speaking Celestial, not like
something else.
Gosh, what's the language I can speak?
Not fiendish isn't a language.
No, what is it?
Infernal?
Infernal, thank you.
I was like, we know this.
I was like, it just left me because you were talking about abyssal earlier, and I was like, that's not correct.
Sorry. So, another thing you got from this, your DC got lowered for your cutting flourish, for like refinding it or whatever, which was great. But like that was like a big Mirth memory story chunk reveal,
which sucked because I'm just more confused.
And this is not the last one we get.
No.
I know that there are a few more, because this is when I think River was like, oh, I can like help him with this. Mm-hmm. And so we kept working on it. So we'll hear more about that.
Yeah.
But I think he just saw that Mirth was like, obviously it's stressful to remember all this, but that it does help. Like I feel like it's
a good distractant. It's kind of like a video game, right?
And it's centering in some way because you're focusing on something, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like, Mirth has yet to share how he actually feels about any of this. I can tell you now on the podcast, I guess. He's more confused. I think this leads to more unraveling rather than being helped, because he thought he was starting to put things together. And now he doesn't know who this other Rakshasa who's been watching him is, and now he's really confused as to why it's fey, not fiendish. And like, his mom looks like a person? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't remember if this was when we had that memory uncover of like us hiding.
No, not this one.
Okay.
That'll be the next one.
But I can say that this is like making him want to reach out to Core more.
Totally.
Because he feels like he can't talk to Tazium. And the stuff with Tazium hasn't even like gotten as bad as it gets yet.
It hasn't popped off yet.
Yeah. So, man, it just.
Uh-oh.
The thing is, like, I still don't know. I still don't know.
We don't know, and we don't have a resolution to any of this.
And it's just making me like
I know, I want to cry.
But yeah, so that was huge.
It was a really big deal, this session. I remember, like, for all of us as players, we were like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, I just remember, like, everybody being like, what?
So, that happened, notably for the other players in the mansion. I wrote down that Adon did a session of meditation and dance to increase her connection to Elastrae, the, like, goddess that she saw at the ritual.
Yes.
Who is connected to her weapon, right?
I think that was... I'm not sure if that's her grove that she found the weapon in. I know that it's related to the weapon specifically, but, like, I don't think it's like... I think Bartis is gonna have to give us more examples.
Please,
but I know that there's like several entities that Adon is interacting with right now.
Yes.
And they don't all agree on what's going on. And so, like, and several of them are connected to the weapon.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Bartis can clarify that for us. Sorry, I didn't have better notes. And then Kayleen talked to his wife, Onitha.
Yes. Because
how do they talk? I forget. Do they have, like, a liminal... Do they go into the liminal space?
Yes. Everybody uses the liminal space a bunch.
Okay.
It's like our safe room, essentially.
Yeah, because you can call somebody there, so you can, like, call her.
Once you've been in the liminal space, or, like, been called to the liminal space, we can, like, enter it and reach out for a person, and they can, like, feel a pull, essentially.
That's right. So he talked to Onitha. She is trying to set up that trade route for us.
Yes.
And she said it was proving difficult and time consuming, and she was having some problems.
Yes.
But she's not in, like, mortal danger or anything. She's okay. But basically, he just got, like, a neutral to bad update about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have any notes about Zaid. I don't know if he did anything that night, but knowing Z, he might have just been, like, playing cards or something.
Probably.
Nothing, like, crazy, I'm sure, but
he had new marks. He had new people to play with.
Oh, you're right. That probably is what he did.
I'm pretty sure he was playing with Orvex.
So then we decided the next morning to head towards the palace area to look for shrines, and because River thought his family lived more in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So when we, like, woke up the next day, that's what we decided that we were going to do, and that's when we ended our session for the evening.
Yes.
So that's where I'm ending the notes for today.
Yeah. I know that it's shorter. We're going to get back to, like, our hour to hour and a half, but things have been stressful, and we're trying to respect our nervous systems.
We are, and we know that any of you listening are probably like, yeah, do what you need to do to help keep your body safe, you know? Like,
but there's a lot of really cool stuff. We just hit a lot of important plot, a lot of important personal arcs, like, in so many different directions for people, and things really change. I know for, like, Mirth.
Oh yeah.
It's like a week. It's so sad. When we go back over it, it's so sad. But, like, it
is like a week.
Some major stuff that has been, like, building, and that has been hinted at, and like, a lot of, like, his magical ability and things like that we start to get some, not answers, but, like, big moments that happen around those things.
Yeah, it's within the next few in-game, like, the next 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
But in session, it's many months.
Yes.
These days take so long.
I mean, that's being high level, because you're capable of so much more in a day.
Yeah. When you're not time skipping or being like, great, we craft. Like, we're not crafting right now.
No, not right now. We got our stuff. We got to search.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll be back to tell you what we're going to talk about next week. But first,
a word from our characters. Love the show? Of course you do. Want to learn more? I mean, who wouldn't? Well, you've come to the right bard. This is Mercutius Market with your host, me, Mercutia Claudius Titania Banquo Ulysses Falstaff, and yes, I did make the name myself. If you have questions for your wonderful hosts, or me, or anyone else you've heard on the podcast, but mostly me, email us at queerdicerolls, that's ROLES, at Obroris, that's OBRORIS, archives.com. If you wish, you can send these poor, tired queers the funds for their iced oat lattes through our Ko-fi Queer Dice Rolls. Be sure to follow us on all your favorite platforms. If you'd like to peruse these or any other links, check out our Linktree. This week, we want to thank the developers of Fable 3 for getting us through these trying times with your dry British humor, chicken races, and lewd gnomes. You're gorgeous, and we love you. That's all for now, but I'll be back next week. Ta-ta! You've been listening to Queer Dice Rolls with Flint and Lena.
What are you doing to help yourself cope with the state of the world?
Don't forget to send us a message on Instagram or Buzzsprout. We'd love to hear from you.
The two of us will be back next week with a continuing tale of the Dragonstunners.
But until then, take this inspiration die, just in case.
Bye, y'all.